And as far as your conversation with Ms. Reed, what, if any, questions asked in regard to the demographics or anything else?
So do you have any information of who this is? How are they here? Tried to get any type of information we could from her at that time, but with no luck.
When you say with no luck, what, if anything, what, if any, response did you receive from Ms. Reed in regard to your question?
So the only response that I was personally given was just, I hit him, oh my God, I hit him.
And when she's saying, I hit him, oh my God, I hit him, how loudly is she saying that?
So she was within 2 feet of me, but very loud.
You testified earlier, and this has been a continuously running video on the top, testified earlier that when you left the screen with that gurney, you got in the ambulance, correct?
We headed that way, yes.
So Firefighter Flamati, it's not a trick question. Where did you go when you left the screen?
It would have been to either gather equipment or to put the patient in the ambulance.
Okay. When did what equipment did you need to gather?
It would have been anything that was left by the patient's side, whether it was a first-in bag, airway bag, any other equipment, basically.
You were doing chest compressions.
I didn't state that.
You didn't say that?
I said I did chest compressions at some point. I didn't say I did them continuously throughout the call.
So you just put John O'Keefe in the back of the ambulance and went to look for some equipment?
Not what I said. So chest compressions were done continually throughout, whether they were done by me or by another provider, I can't tell you specifically.
So when you left the screen and John O'Keefe is on the gurney, you're engaged in vital, life-saving, a vital life-saving endeavor, correct?
Yes.
That had to have been your focus, correct?
That was at the time, yes.
And you wanted to get him out of the cold, the weather.
Yes.
Because it was inclement, it was freezing out, correct?
Yes.
So you wanted to put him in the ambulance, right? And you wanted to continue CPR because in your words, you testified on direct examination, you believed that there might be some viability left.
Yes.
So CPR and life-saving measures were absolutely vital at that point.
Yes.
You didn't go find equipment, you got in the ambulance, didn't you?
Yes.
So at this point, you're in the ambulance, correct?
At this point, I don't know.
You indicated you never got back out of the ambulance after you got in, correct?
I don't believe so, no.
Did you see any place in that video where you had any sort of detailed conversation with my client?
No.
Did you see any place in that video where you engaged my client and said, how'd you get here? What happened? And she said, I hit him. And you said, how'd you hit him? All the stuff that you testified earlier to.
I didn't see that in the video, no.
You indicated in a police report during an interview that you had with Yuri Butnik on February 8th. That my client said, I hit him, correct?
Correct.
You remember having that conversation with Sergeant Butnik?
I don't recall the conversation, but I'm trusting that your records are accurate.
Is it true that during that conversation, you indicated to Sergeant Butnik that, quote, Katie spoke with Karen Reed. Katie is Katie who?
McLaughlin.
Katie spoke with Karen Reed, collecting medical history for the victim, and was also told by Karen that the last time she saw the victim was at 1 a.m. that morning. That is when Anthony, who's Anthony?
Would have been myself.
That is when Anthony heard Karen say, I hit him, I hit him. Is that what you told Sergeant Butnik?
I don't recall.
Does it appear that this is the time, Firefighter Flamati, that Katie McLaughlin is getting a medical history from my client, or attempting to?
I can't tell from the video, no.
You do know, however, that during this time, you're in an ambulance probably 30 or 40 feet away, with the doors closed?
I don't know.
Now, the conversation that you were talking about in which the defendant indicated to you repeatedly that she hit him, or I hit him, that occurred on your sort of way to the body, correct?